Good afternoon, everybody. How you all doing? Why isn't that working? Oh, they've gone and changed the microphone. Why have they changed?
I was going to say your voice was coming through the stream.
Is it? Oh, okay. There we go. That could have been white. I thought I had a problem with the with my microphone, ladies and gentlemen. But I had it. Okay, I must have had it. No, it wasn't working. It's working now. But I had my mixer moved anyway because I was just checking the Discord levels just before we went live. Now hopefully I can get back in here and everything will be okay. Why are you unfolding?
That's one of the last great mysteries. Why are we unfolding?
Yeah, it was unfolding because I'd left the gear, the shifter in a gear for some reason. Right, shall we start this again? Good afternoon, everybody, or evening or morning, whatever, wherever you are in your time scale. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend's going well for you. Those of you still in one, some of us are not. Right, I'm trying to sort everything out. I'm always in a rush. I even have lunch a little earlier to give me time now, but for some reason I always end up in a rush. Anyway, as you heard, and you can probably see on the stream that I have Mr. Patrio. He's feeling better, he's back, he's keeping me company. I don't feel so alone anymore. I don't have to drown in my own sorrow anymore. Well, I can drown him with it too. What were you going to say?
Well, what do you call it? If I keep quiet like I normally do, well, then you feel less lonely. Not quite as lonely.
Just knowing you're there, that's all I need. Anyway, Patro's emptying out that hayloft thing that I popped down because the original map didn't, well, it obviously hadn't done it properly, and the haylofts they already had down in the yard weren't working. And now with the update, it is. So we're moving all the straw out of it and going to put it into the other one, and then we can sell that and get some money back for it. I'm just getting this one up and running. Our worker here on field 47, around 3%. Everything's good. Auto, there we go. Generate course. Well done. Working as expected so far. I mean, technically, if it was working as expected and going by this year, something should have gone wrong by now. Field 45, is it? Oh, hang on. I've forgotten what field I'm on. 47. That was lucky, wasn't it? Field 47, plough. Save it. Still got to do me folders, actually, just to make sure. Oh, it is still there. I came in yesterday, Patrio, and I went to check. You remember I made all those folders in Courseplay the other day? Well, one of the streams a couple of weeks ago or something.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't there. They had disappeared for some reason. So, we've got a worker. I won't be getting much workers going at the moment. We will be mainly concentrating on harvesting. And that's what I was looking for. You, sir.
Also, the silo's been cleared out, although I'm lacking the permissions.
Oh, okay, hang on. I'll give you a farm manager thingy bob so you can do what you need to do. Sell it, in other words. Oops. Almost the wrong one. Try that. Now we've got our colour-coded headers here, and I can't remember which is which. I think the red one is carrot, the white one is onion, and the yellow one... No, hang on, maybe the red one's red cabbage, the white one's normal cabbage, and the yellow is onion carrot. Oh, we didn't buy one for a carrot. Interesting. But yeah, I've forgotten which is which. So I shall pick this one up and see what happens. So much for colour coding them so we know which is which. Onion. Which means I've got to go and do an onion contract somewhere. Hopefully we've got one. Let's have a look. And we'll do our first multi-crop type deal here. Maybe I should just start off with field 2. What do you... Barley. Okay, maybe not. Oh, field 2's back up. Had an issue with that. Paperwork issue with that yesterday as well, Patrio. It seems there's a bit of an issue with the update for Courseplay, and I was going to check to see if there was another update today. But if you do a Courseplay course with harvesting, just make sure in the advanced settings that AI turns are on, because what happens is it gets, when it's doing a header and it gets to a corner, it stops and gives up. There we go, there's an onion. We will accept that contract. Field 95. So that's what I'll be doing. Field 95 is somewhere on the map, as most of these fields are. Generally somewhere on the map. Down there, take right. Yeah, down the bottom. So, do you feel like joining me on the field and you can empty me out as I fill up?
Can do.
I'm surprised I didn't buy a carrot one. Maybe we did. Shall I let auto drive do it while I can have my coffee? Away you go, auto drive, do your thing. Right, so we got a worker ploughing at the moment, and I think I'll take care of all the ploughing jobs today with one of the workers. The other thing I need to do is stick it on 5 times speed. No longer doing my own farms. Or our own farms, actually. Oh, there's a new option for your Patreon that we could do, so you could utilise in your farm. You still need to buy the field though, I suppose, but Mr. GTX, the modder, has put out a new mod where it adds some new things to the contract menu. Now, briefly looked at it, I think this is exactly how it works. What he's done is he adds a transport and delivery type contract. So he'll offer a contract like to say deliver so many litres of canola and you get a good price for it, but you're actually delivering your own canola from your own farm or any other type crop as well, which I found quite interesting. As unfortunately a little too late. I mean, we're less than a month away. Well, actually probably just a month away from
28 days,
22. So it's a bit of a shame. It would have been lovely to have earlier on in the piece, but it is what it is. And but it is an option. I mean, I would even consider it, to be honest. It gives you a amount of time. There's a time limit, so I suppose I should have a better look at it, see if the amount of time gives you the option for accepting the contract and being able to, after you accept it, plant the crop and grow it and be able to harvest it, then send it off. Unless it's just sitting there saying, right, you've got some canola there already, so you can choose this as an option. But I do hope that it does give you that, because it's quite a decent amount of time. From what I saw briefly, I watched it on a Duck Sorley video. Let's see what we've got, 5.4, that looks all good to me. And we're away. So yeah, like I said, options.
In irrelevant news, I see that Skyrim Special Edition has decided to finally hit special.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm eyeing it off like,
The Skyrim, especially on special, even now, is still worth it because there is so much to do in that game. You're definitely going to get your money's worth. Simple as that. It's rather slow filling this.
I was going to say, you'd be tinkered away for a while there.
And if we had the money to get another one, that would be really, really good. But we also get another header as well. And they weren't cheap at all. Oh, that's annoying. I actually thought we might be able to fill it up quick enough for you to be able to stick beside me. Otherwise you're going to be sitting there for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just poking around, maybe pick up a fertilised job or two just to tide me over.
Or we could get a loan and buy another one of these. Possibly. What do you reckon?
Yeah, either other.
Because we're on 5 times speed, and I think it'd be a good idea. Because this is obviously going to take a while. We're going to need a few of these, especially these size fields.
Yeah, taking that into consideration. Good point.
Just let me get to the other side here. Oh, it's actually a funny shape in it. Now what I'll do is I'll turn around and come back, but before I turn around, Or before I start harvesting and coming back, I might just have a look and get the costs. Not my fault, silly place to have a sign. That's my reasoning and I'm sticking to it. Right, let's have a look here. So we want, is it under beet technology? No, it's under sugarcane technology, and it. So the Stevie Pterodos is 455. Oh, this is going to be expensive. 455. The other thing I want to look at actually before I do this is the harvesting jobs. Now we've got the barley there. We've got a white cabbage, red cabbage, sugar beet, white cabbage, red cabbage, hemp, potatoes, sugar beet, and that's it. No mention of carrot. Now, I'm sure there is carrot on here. How sure are you? Very sure, carrot. Okay. Don't need to do a bit of mucking around, actually. Or do we? Anyway, let's do it this way. We've got 455 and then we need an onion, which is what we're doing right now. So an onion, well, 104. So that'll be 300, so 300, 700,000, 800,000 roughly, or we do 700,000. We've got 300. If we go $500,000 line, I think we would be all good. So let's do that. Let's go with a 500,000. Oh, here we go. Taking forever to get 500,000, so we need 800 and something. Spacebar, 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 spacebar. All the way home. So, FS22, are they going to add the ability where I could just hold the spacebar down? Oops, no, I went too far, rebate. That'll be fine. Right, let's go back. So if you want to put that that guy there that you're in, set him up to obviously come to here and deliver to, where was this going to? Harvesting to the supermarket. That's a good question. Have I got the supermarket in there?
Yeah.
I will buy what colour is this? It's a yellow one. Okay, I will try and press the right button, shall I? There we go. I will buy a onion one for the moment. It is a Homer, isn't it? And we're going to design colour. Yeah, I think it's a John Deere I did, and design colour purple. And working speed. Now that's a good question. Shoot, I've got to figure out how fast I go. Let's figure that out. 12. Right, let's start that again. Onion, there it is. So main colour, John Deere yellow, design colour purple, speed 12 kilometers. Alright, so we buy that one. And go back, and then we go in and buy that. And we change the main colour to blue and design colour to jet black, and rim colour to good old garlic. We get the good engine set up, I think, and what else do we get? That's all. Capacity, no, we get the decent size capacity too. Okay, it was a little bit more than 455, but hey, let's buy it. We'll get some money anyway once we finish this field. So there you go. Right, we've ended up with less money than we started off with.
I'm gotta love when the cheeky guys put implements for long vehicles too close to the fence. I can get it, I'd have to do a bit of finagling.
Yeah, it's a bit silly, eh? I should have thought of that. I could have, before I uploaded the latest update, gone in and just moved that, the spawn point.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the guys in the back of the workshop trying to haze me.
Everyone, because it's not just you it happens to. Ow. Hurt myself. Clever me. That's right. I'll sort that out with a drink of a hot coffee, even though it was my finger I burnt, but hey. Whatever makes me feel better.
Yeah, I've just been finding myself stuck in the duality of the problem of making food.
Right, a bit of a public service announcement here, and most people probably know about this already. We had a bit of a problem on it with one of our discords that we're both admins on, and currently there's a hack thing going around where people will be hacked and then they will send invites to do with, well, not invites, for something to do with Discord Nitro. Now, if you get any offer and any link about Discord Nitro sent to you through a DM, or anything actually through a DM of a person, or even if you know them and stuff like that, just special offer type things, be wary of it. We had a case of someone that been hacked, and then it started posting into every single channel, just spamming it with this link. And unfortunately the poor person that's been hacked, just because we've got to put the community first, and we had a few people leave, which is ridiculous to be honest. Hang on, I didn't set it up. I did set it up that way. Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, I was sort of heading in the wrong spot. Yeah, people upset at the fact that they were getting I think it must have been an at everyone, because when I started up this morning there was notifications like there was a mention, and there weren't any because they were deleted. But I'm pretty sure we set that up. I have to go in, but I thought all the permissions for the people below moderators didn't have the ability to at everyone. Because people get a little upset about it, like it's going to be the end of the world, or their life has just been shortened by having been mentioned. I mean, my goodness me, come on people. If you get an at something, you don't have to look at it right away. And if you're worried about it interrupting you, mute the channel, turn your sound off, do something. It's not a big, there's more actual real problems in life than moan about it, but that's one of my pet peeves, people moaning about that, to be honest. It's ridiculous. I mean, admittedly, you get lots of, I mean, I do understand if you get lots of Discord channels and stuff like that, but we in that Discord channel will only do it if it's an announcement that concerns everyone in the community. But in that instance, we had a few people leave because they can't figure out that, you know, this is not a normal thing, and obviously something was going on, but just to leave because that happened is just silly. But anyway, better off without those people. Either supporting the person, we're both admins for a YouTuber, so they're either supporting them or not. So we'd rather have a community of supporters and really nice people and understanding people, so it's not really that huge of a loss, to be honest. But it's a bit of a shame for the poor fella that got hacked. Ended up getting banned, but they always can come back. We can unban them. They just have to give us a message and stuff. We prefer to talk to people than do that kind of thing, but in certain instances like that, we just got to act. So be very wary of that if you aren't aware of that Discord hack going around. And if you get a DM with a link to Nitro, don't do it. Don't click on it, don't do anything, even if you know the person that DM'd it to you, because they've probably, come on, they're most likely been hacked. Probably. It doesn't sound right to me, but I'm sure it is.
I think you're trying for probably have been.
Yeah, probably.
That's, yeah, no, that was one that had me the other week. Was I was getting a lot of random SMS messages, and it was always, yeah, just spam, like, oh, you've got a voicemail, click on this obvious junk link. But the numbers are always randomized. I'm like, this is something weird going on. It turns out it's a bit of malware that gets around every now and then, where it's people's phones will automatically just SMS random numbers, like in bulk, with these, you know, junk links. So when you get one here, one there, it's like, oh, some poor sucker. But at some point I was getting like 4 or 5 a day, and I'm like, yeah, okay, let's just ban the format of the message from word filtering. And I wake the phone up one morning and it's, you know, 5 block messages. Cool, keep up with good work.
There's a lot of it going around at the moment. It's too many people with times on their hands, I think, because of lockdowns and stuff like that. But there's a better way to deal with your time. Just because you're not getting your way, you know, we're human beings, we're supposed to be able to adapt and not throw a tantrum like little spoiled brats because we're not having our way anymore.
Yeah, I think the trouble is that due to all the worldwide cases and all that sort of thing, people can't go F fishing, so they start going PH fishing instead. Because hey, if you catch one, that's always a story.
People, I feel sorry for all the people that fought in World War I and World War II. Fought for us to keep our freedom and stuff like that, and then you've got people out there just ruining it by doing stupid things and ruining it for other people. It'd be nice to have everything your own way, ladies and gentlemen, but you can't. And that's just the fact of it, and the whole point of being an adult. A human being has been able to compromise, make sacrifices, and that's that. We still have it better off than we did over 200, 300 years ago, so appreciate that. And there's people out there that have got a lot worse off because they've got actual real issues and not being able to enjoy the thing that you're sitting there moaning about that you do have and just missing out on for a little bit. A spare of thought for them, and consider yourself lucky. Totally up to you, of course. Do what you want. As long as it doesn't interfere with my life, I'm quite happy. Don't care. Well, I do care, actually. It irritates me sometimes because I care about other people, and yeah. I do it all the time, I'm just human in that, but you know, I make mistakes, but I don't go overboard by trying to infect other people's lives with stupid hacks and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, soapbox I shall step down from.
I was just thinking the ubiquitous milk crate is probably what, only Oceanus or like our side of the planet type thing. Because obviously the Yanks probably wouldn't have milk crates. At least I wouldn't think so. The Brits would have maybe bread crates for bakeries, but I don't think they'd have milk crates either, really. This is going to go on to how soapbox is outdated and we should be standing on milk crates to binge.
The problem with milk crates these days are made of plastic. At least here they are.
Yeah, well, for us you get the well, the big ones, the Masters milk crates, which is always funny because there's always someone who's got one milk crate somewhere, but the usual like your Chet pallets, then leased to, you know, the milk producing company would make their deliveries and then swap over whatever crates they give you for crates you have on hand, so that way they can keep them rotating around. But obviously, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's like a road cone. I've met a few people who've had road cones laying around. It's like, where'd you get that? I just picked it up.
Milk crates are great for using as a seat.
Yeah, seats, baskets, storage, stools, ladders.
Yeah, it depends what shape yours are. I mean, ours are just basically like an H, set with a longer middle bit and the shorter verticals.
Yeah, it depends on ours. The good old school ones had about like a 2 centimetre by 2 centimetre lattice in a grid pattern. The actual box itself is like a ½ metre cube. So the square ones are nice because obviously you've got more surface area. Then they had ones with the triangles and diamond patterns, which are a bit more open at the bottom, but those aren't as nice. Less convenient.
Yeah, the ones we've got have got diamond patterns on them. And just turn them on their side and sit on them.
One that strikes me as interesting is people recycling pallets for furniture, especially when they start using the Euro style skids, and I'm like, yeah, those things aren't very strong. I remember being asked at one job to destroy a bunch of old wood pallets, just plain ones for scrap, and yeah, a lot of them you had to really go at it with a hammer and a crowbar to rip them apart, but there's one or two of them I could literally just walk over and the whole thing just snap to pieces.
Yeah, we didn't have many pallets that you could get rid of. Every single one of them was supposed to be returned. Technically, you were supposed to put a deposit down for it, so you'd make sure that it'd be returned, but they never do it. But when we used to get like our jib, I'm trying to think. I know in England it's called something else. No, it's plasterboard basically.
Jib rock, yeah.
And they would come on pallets and stuff like that, and certain other things, but very, very small pallets used to be able to throw away. And some of them were tannalised as well, depending what came on them, and we would just throw them out for people to grab. And